Okay, so I'm here with Fred Martinez. Fred is the father of Jess Martinez, one of the students at the Santa Fe Brazilian Jiu Jitsu Academy. And Jess has a really interesting story. He's been with us for quite some time and is actually, started in the kids class and has basically worked his way up to becoming one of the top grapplers, not just jiu-jitsu competitors, but top grapplers in the world. And so we're here with Fred to actually kind of tell a little bit about that story. So Fred, how did you guys first get introduced to the academy, and why did you guys make the decision to go there in the first place?
Well, basically, I was introduced to the academy first by Professor Alberto Crane. I was his strength and conditioning coach, as I believe he's preparing for his first world medal competition, and I basically started taking Jess to the kids classes. Jess had a skin condition called vitiligo, where the pigmentation of his skin would leave his body, and what it would do, it started attacking his face, where he almost looked like a burn patient because of the different colors of pigmentation. And other kids used to tease him and pick on him, if you will. And I just got him into jiu-jitsu, and he took to it like a duck to water. You know, he just started pretty much dominating the kids all the way up to the teenagers in the teenage class. And before I knew it, Jess was doing the kids class, teenage class, and the adult classes.
And how long into his training did you start to see like a difference in Jess and his the way he saw himself, his self-esteem? Like how long did you how long did it take till you saw a difference in that?
Immediately, his self-esteem shot up, his discipline. I mean, Jess would remind me in the morning to make sure I had his gi in the truck, because I'd pick him up from school. We'd grab a quick snack to eat, head straight to the academy, and he'd train at the academy 2 to 3 hours a day. So it was an immediate impact, not only on his self-esteem, but the way his humility and just the way he carried himself. He's a real good humble person.
Right. Jess was training at the doing a lot of classes, and not that long after he started training, he starts becoming interested in competition. How long had he been training before he actually competed in his very first jiu-jitsu tournament?
Immediately, within a month.
Within a month. Wow. And where was that tournament?
It was in Arizona, Phoenix, Arizona.
And what happened with that?
Oh, his first match, he met one of the top kids in the country at the time. The kid was older than Jess by a couple of years. His name was Jason Moon, and Jess got armbarred in probably 10-15 seconds. Since I had driven all that way over there, I talked to the professor of the academy at the time just to get Jess mat time. He won his next couple matches and ended up taking second at the tournament.
Nice. And I guess not even that long after he started doing jiu-jitsu, he took on another endeavor, and he started getting interested in wrestling. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Well, yes, that the same year, or close, maybe the year after jiu-jitsu, he wanted to try out for the wrestling team at the local elementary school, and he took to that right away. He would incorporate a little bit of jiu-jitsu into his wrestling, pinned himself a few times by pulling guard. So, but as far as the level in Santa Fe, and he pretty much dominated, so then I started taking him to national level tournaments.
Right. How long since the very beginning that you guys walked into the school, how long has Jess been participating in jiu-jitsu?
This year will be 11 years.
11 years. All right. And why don't you tell us a little bit about some of his accomplishments in both jiu-jitsu and in wrestling?
Okay, he's a 4-time state champion. He's a high school All-American. He's a 6-time world champion in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, both gi and no gi. As far as I know, and I've tried to research it, he's been the only person I know that was an All-American in wrestling and won the Worlds in Jiu-Jitsu in the same year.
Nice. Let's take a look at some of his medals, and if you want to tell us some of the stories about, some of these particular tournaments that he's participated in.
Okay, well, basically what we do is we have, I believe, most of Jess's medals here. This side is wrestling of all the tournaments, and this side is jiu-jitsu. These are the cream of the crop right here. Like I said, he's a 6-time world champion.
So you can see.
He's a 6-time world champion. Jiu-jitsu, he took a silver in the absolute division as a juvenile.
So there's a couple more there.
Yes.
And then, of course, he's got a silver also in the Worlds. And a lot of these medals are not from small tournaments. They're from pretty big tournaments.
Yes, sir. You have, like I said, the U.S. You have Grappler's Quest. We have some Nagas. Colorado State Championships. I've taken him, like I said, from coast to coast, as far as California all the way to New York, New Jersey, competing.
All right. Let's and these are not all of his medals. He's got quite a bit, quite a collection here. So let's take a look at some of the other trophies that he has.